I wanted to send a quick message just to let you know about our upcoming speaker for the Realtor Roundtables, and that's coming up on October. Or I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's September. Um, gosh, what is it? This month it is the
16th.
uh, yes, thank you. It's the 16th at 2 p.m. in the afternoon at Akmar offices. And our speaker, who's with me today, is Edward Pulido. He's got a book here, which he'll be kind of talking about, I think, during that discussion. Just wanted to ask a couple questions. When you're not speaking to veteran groups, what do you like to do for fun?
Well, it's interesting. Everybody asks me that question. And one of the things that I like to do, of course, I'm a golf enthusiast. I love the game of golf. I love sports in general. I mean, that's my forte. But, one of the things that I love to do is travel. I mean, I travel all over the country. I interact with so many people that support not only the philanthropic efforts that I'm involved with, but also the events that we do. And we do events to support veterans and first responders. And, people say, man, that's work. For me, it's never been like that. And let me tell you why. When I hit the roadside bomb in Iraq, when I came back, one of the things that I vowed to do was to get back on my feet and be productive and work. And, it sounds a little bit different because people are like, really? You enjoy work that much? Or do you not take a time off? The work that I do in philanthropy and here at First American Title, and then the other things that I do in public speaking, because I really like doing that and talking about my story, but helping veterans and first responders and people in general understand the dynamics. To answer that question, for me, work has been a beacon of light. It's been a motivator, a passion. And for some people, work can be cumbersome and all of that. But for me to get back on my feet and literally have a second chance in life with the grace of God and now doing what I'm doing, I find it humbling and honorable that I can get up every morning and take part in something that really hits my heart and motivates me and inspires me to be the best that I can be. And I have to take it from the perspective that I died 3 times on the battlefield. I came back, and now I'm actually out here doing something purposeful and putting my kids through college and trying to be the best father and parent that I can be, because that to me is the humbling part of what happened to me, that I got a second chance in life to be motivated with that. And then one of the things that I will tell you is that I'm a faith driven individual, and I love my faith, I love my country, but it all stems from the fact that those two elements are really what motivates me to take care of my family. And I think all Americans can embrace that attitude and that thought process.
Excellent. Yeah. Um, and uh, I know that you had a lot of accomplishments
Yeah.
so far, and probably a lot more to come. Hopefully. Um, do you have a motto that you like to kind of go by?
Yeah, I kind of took this motto from the military. It's actually a motivating motto that I had. I actually put it in the book, but I'm a mission first, people always, or mission first, team always. Um, I, I I surround myself with the fact that everything that we do is mission oriented. I mean, from
Mm.
even for example, I attended a football game this past weekend there in Norman. There was a mission behind that. The mission was basically to have a good day, to enjoy some time off, to fellowship with my friends and family, and then kind of rekindle relationships. Sometimes you don't see people for 7 8 months or whatever it may be, and then you get an opportunity to see each other. But that's how I look at things, mission focused. Every day that I get up, There's a mission at hand. My mission this morning was to um, have a meeting with some colleagues of mine that have been mentors and positive people in my life, and but in that same token, the mission also has to have a component that encompasses people and team. And so for me, that is a motivator for when I was in the hospital, when I went through recovery, and with the fact that at the end of the day, it's not all about you. It's about a collective group of people or a collective team that carries out the mission all the way. And at the end of the day, you may be the last one standing, but you're carrying the mission of the country or you're carrying the mission of the work that you're doing, whatever it may be. That's what brings me passion and joy.
Excellent. Yeah. So, can you share just a little bit about what you plan to talk about when we get together at the Realtor Roundtables?
Well, it's interesting because I would like to focus on number one, the challenge of getting hit by a roadside bomb, the triumphs of an amputation, of learning how to walk, uh, learning about myself, not being an individual, but being collectively in the thought process of it's not I in team, it's we in team. And then also change, how I went through change and what I see today as we adapt and we go through, the stressors of our business. And then I will go into what I call, like I said, the challenge, the triumph, and the change. And all of that will be incorporated in my story to really hit on points that relate to the real estate industry, whether it's the economics of what's going on right now on a national scale to what it looks like on a local scale, what those dynamics are for the real estate world, and the fact that change happens, but how do we incorporate that change to put together a good business plan for one another? Because in the real estate arena, everyone's a self-starter, and man, you got to get up every day, you got to hit it. I don't like to use this word very much, but one thing I will talk about is that hustle. You got to hustle. You got to be able to create a marketing program. You got to be able to do the things that are required to have good integrity, the honor and the duty and the responsibility to your clients and customers, and working with title and working with the industry in itself, and then the changes that come along and how you adapt to that, and then the interest rates and all of those kind of things. I'm going to try to incorporate all of those in my storytelling, but really kind of honing in on the fact that at the end of the day, someone like me can have a story to tell. And that is the biggest marketing platform you can have, is telling your story to your customers and to the people that you come in contact with. Because what it does is it enables and opens doors, and it creates what I call an icebreaker effect, which is very important in our industry.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, we really look forward to hearing more about this, Major Ed, when we see you on September 16th, 2 o'clock at the Akmar offices. Thank you very much for
Yep.
hopping on today.
Well, thank you. And the last thing I'll say is that, thank you for those that will be attending. Thank you for your spirit and your tenacity and your ability to be able to move and shake in this industry and to represent it well. And I think that to me will be part of my messaging as well, to make sure that we're the best that we can be for those that we represent.
Excellent. Thanks again, Ed.
All right. Thank you, sir.